channel at BOK Zone, and today I'll be treating some likely questions in JAMB exams and other exams like WAEC and PCTME per se. So let's go straight to the board. The first question says, the matured sex cell which takes part in sexual reproduction is referred to as A. Fetus, B. Embryo, C. Zygote, D. Gamete. Like I said, or in my previous video, I talked about how to attempt a question. I know you might not actually have the full time, you understand, to understand the question, but there are points you need to understand when answering a question. You should know where the question is hitting. That's the point at which it is pressing on. Now, it said the matured sex cell. The matured sex cell, that's what we're looking at sex cell here. I think sex cell should be the subject of the sentence, right? That's in English, yes. The matured sex cell which takes part in sexual reproduction, okay, is referred to as words dash A, the fetus, B, the embryo, C, the zygote, D, the gamete. Now, let's analyze this option. The fetus, what is a fetus? What is an embryo? What are the zygotes? And what are gametes? Now, you should understand that these first three, the fetus, the embryo, the zygote, the fetus and the embryo refers to as what? The developmental stages of a zygote. Now, what is a zygote? First of all, that's option C. A zygote is formed when what? There is fertilization. That is when the male sex cell and the female sex cell come together. It now what? Fertilizes to give us what we call what? The zygote. Do you understand it? Yes. So when the male sex cell, now the male sex cell, okay, comes combines with what? The female sex cell, okay, to give us the zygote. Do you understand it now? Okay, so let's go. Now, if I forget, now what's the male sex cell? That's what? The sperm cell, okay? The sperm cell is a male what? Sex cell, and the female cell is what? The ovum, otherwise called what? The ova. So when the sperm cell meets with the ovum, that's the ovum, it's now gives what we call what? Zygote. You understand? It now gives us the zygote. Now the zygote starts growing. That's the developmental stage. It starts growing to what? Into what? An embryo. Okay. Okay, it grows downward to becoming an embryo. Now from embryo, it becomes what? The fetus. You understand? Now from the fetus, it now eats what we call what? The baby. Do you understand? Now see the arrow. The arrow is pointing back. I'm supposed to make it forward. You understand? Just understand it. So when the sperm cell and the ovum cell meet, first of all, it now fertilizes and forms what we call what? The zygote. You understand? Now when the zygote starts growing, it becomes what? An embryo. Okay. Now when the embryo starts growing, it becomes what? A fetus. Okay. Then from there, it now eats what we call what? The baby. Do you understand? Now they said the matured sex cell which takes part in sexual reproduction. Now these fetus and embryo and zygote are not actually the sex cell. Okay. They are the developmental processes that comes when a particular sex cell meets. Now what are gametes? Gametes are the sex cell. Just take note of that. Gametes are what? The sex cell. Okay, so they are the matured sex cell. Either the sperm, that's the sperm cell for the male and the ovum for the what? Female. Do you understand? So the matured sex cell which takes part in sexual reproduction is referred to as what? The gamete. Just take note of this. Okay, don't let this deceive you. Okay, now the next question says the biome that is characterized with large herbivorous, few and scattered fire-resistant trees is A. The desert, B. Tropical rainforest, C. The savanna. Let's analyze this as well. What is a biome? Let's define this word so you understand what a biome is. A biome can be defined as a large geographical vegetation, okay, that is characterized by specific species, that's plant species, animal species, and also what climatic what factors. Okay, so the climatic factors, let me write it out. The climatic factor, okay, the plant species, okay, and the animal species, and what their adaptation. Now take note. Adaptation is what is important, because adaptation means how a particular species, even plant or animal, can adapt to a particular environment. So the biome refers to what as a large geographical vegetation that is characterized by what differences in what climatic factor, okay, plant species, animal species, and what their adaptation. That is what it means, is that there are some kind of plants you can find in a particular place, and there are animals you can find in a particular place because of what some certain factors that makes them what to be able to adapt to that area. Okay, now as humans we can't live in water, okay, except the person is a mermaid. Okay, take note of that. Excuse me. Okay, so as humans, our habitat is what the terrestrial, that's what we call a land being. Do you understand it now? So there are certain adaptations that can make a particular species of plants or animals to be found in a particular place. For instance, the xerophytes of the plants, okay, those ones, they are what's found in the desert because of what they are soaking stomata. Do you understand? So they grow deeper to get minerals from what the soil. Do you understand? So that's the biome. Okay, so the biome is characterized now with large herbivores. Now what are herbivores? Animals that feed on what grass. Okay, do you understand? So few and what scattered fire resistant tree is A. The desert. The desert is a dry place. Now the tropical rainforest is a place that has what heavy rainfall. Okay, you understand? So but they have heavy rainfall, okay, in that tropical rainforest. Okay, now the savannah, when you hear the word savannah, when you just hear the word savannah, it's talking about what a grassland area, a grassland. Okay, they have scattered fire resistant trees. Okay, and also they have what large herbivores like zebra. You can find zebra there, elephants there. Okay, so I just explained the question and also answered the question. So the answer here is what the savannah is a kind of biome that is characterized with what large herbivores, few and what scattered fire resistant trees. Do you know why they have these fire resistant trees? It's because of what we call the wildfire. Okay, the wildfire. So when this wildfire comes, okay, these fire resistant trees can what cope, they can adapt. That was why I talked about adaptation. Okay, so even as humans too, we should learn how to adapt even to what's it called, hard times and what good times. You understand? Okay, so let's proceed then. The next question says red blood cells are also called dash. A, the thrombocytes. B, the leukocytes. C, the phagocytes. D, the erythrocytes. Red blood cells are also called what? A, the thrombocyte. Now these thrombocytes can also what be called the platelets. Okay, they can be called what? The platelets. Now these platelets help in what? Blood clotting. Their major function is to what? Clot blood. Blood clotting. Okay, now that's what it means, that what it helps to what? Clump the blood. For instance, if someone is losing out blood, okay, at some time the blood what stops flowing, right? Because of what? The platelets. So they are what? They are there to what? Clot the blood. Okay, and also in my other video I talked about a protein called the fibrinogen. Okay, this is a protein, the fibrinogen. Okay, so this is a protein that enables what? This blood clotting to take place. Do you understand? So the platelets the thrombocytes are also called what? The platelets. You understand? Now the leukocytes are called what? The white blood cells. The leukocytes, they are called what? The white blood cells. Okay, blood cells. So they are majorly what? There for immunity. Okay, preventing what? Germs from what's going into our body. Now the phagocytes, the word phago is a type of white blood cell that is necessarily what? Responsible for swallowing, engulfing. You can call it what? I wouldn't use the word swallowing, okay? Let me use the word engulf. Engulfing. So the word phago, okay, that's gotten from the word phage. To engulf, okay, phagocytes, okay, these are the cells. So they are called what? Engulfing cells. They engulf, okay, debris. They engulf what? Debris, okay, and what? Germs. Now, D is called what? The erythrocyte. So the red blood cells are also called what? The erythrocyte. So take note of the answer. Okay, so this is it. So let's go back to the next question. The next question says a bacteria that is spherically shaped is called dash. A. Diplobacillus. B. Bacillus. C. Coccus. D. Vibrio. Okay. A bacteria that is spherically shaped is called what? A. Diplobacillus. B. Bacillus. C. Coccus. D. Vibrio. Now what it means is this: a bacteria has different forms. Okay, they have the diplococci, they have the cocci, they have the bacilli. Okay, they have the vibrio, and also other forms of what? Bacteria forms. Now they said the one that is spherically what shaped is called what? A. Diplobacilla means what? Okay, the word first of all, bacilla means what? Rod shaped. Okay, this is a rod shaped. So it means what? That bacteria is what? Rod shaped. So when you hear the word diplo, that's two. It means what? The bacteria is what? In rod shape this way. This is what? A diplo what? Bacilli bacteria. Do you understand it now? Now, bacilli means what? Just a rod shape, just one of it, okay? Rod shape. Do you understand it? Now, the word coccus, that's C, okay? Coccus means what? Spherically what? Shaped. This is it. So this is what? A coccus. Sorry, a cocci. Singular, cocci. Plural, coccus, okay? So this is what? A coccus. That's spherically what? Sorry. Spherically what? Shaped. So when we have diplococci, it means what? It is two. Okay, like this. This is called a diplococci form. Do you understand it? Now the vibrio is just like a comma, okay? The comma shape. Like this. Okay, this is an example of what? A vibrio shape. Now, a bacteria that is spherically shaped is called what? From my explanation, it is called what? A cocci or a coccus. So the answer here is what? C. And examples of such bacteria, we have the streptococci species, we have the staphylococcus what? Species. Do you understand it? Okay, so let's go to the next question. It says the host of Taenia solium is dash. Okay, the host of Taenia solium is dash. A. The dog. B. The sheep. C. Cow. D. Pig. Take note, we have different species of what? This worm. Okay, we have the Taenia. Let me use the short form. We have the Taenia saginata. Okay, we have the Taenia solium. Okay, so each of them have their host. Now the Taenia solium, sorry, the Taenia saginata is found what? In cow. So cow is a host of Taenia saginata, whereas the host of Taenia solium is what? The pig. Okay, pig is the host of Taenia solium. So the answer automatically is what? The pig. Okay. Thank you for watching and thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing. If you found value in my video, please do well to subscribe and like and share. Also, and don't forget, turn on your notification button so that when I drop a new video, you get an information about it. Thank you and bye for now. Bye.